Hey everyone, it's Deanna,
Aaron,
and Celeste, and you're catching up on this week's episode of Two Brunettes and a Gay
on the podcast. Happy Democracy Day.
Happy Democracy Sausage Day, Aaron.
I'm so excited for my democracy sausage.
Are you more excited for the democracy sausage than you are for the election results?
It's gonna be a landslide for sure. Actually, here's
a landslide. Bring you down. Where?
Here's a question for you, ladies.
All right.
Do you know who's running in this election?
No.
As in, like, from a people perspective?
Yes.
I've been in the Labour
The key leaders. The key leader of the Liberal Party and the key leader of the Labor Party. Tell me.
Well,
quick.
Malinowskis is the Labour
Party, yeah.
Malinowskis.
Peter Malinowskis.
Peter Malinowskis. And who's the Liberal leader?
It used to be Vincent Tarzia.
It's a girl now. It's a girl.
Good.
And I only know that because I saw her speaking in, like, someone made, like, a rap video. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
Of, like, the two leaders of the Labour and the Liberal Party, and, like, they called it, like, the anthem of this week's election.
Right,
And it was, like, going between Peter and this woman. So that's the only reason. I don't know her name. Don't
Ashton
ask me.
Hearn.
Okay, no, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yep. There you go. Ashton Hearn versus Peter Malinowskis.
Well, what about all the other people?
Yeah, what about all the other candidates, Aaron?
Oh, you've got
name them.
Pauline Hanson. No, she's
running in.
She's federal, but I don't know.
Yeah, but good luck to all of them
out there. You know,
may the best.
Now I've got a question. You said it's going to be a landslide, Aaron.
Yep.
In which direction?
It's supposed to head in the direction of Labor.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah. Look, Peter Malinowskis is doing a pretty good job.
You reckon?
I think, in general. Look,
I love Mally. Obviously, we've had the privilege of interviewing Mally.
We have.
That's our high-profile claim to fame.
Yep.
However, he does spend a lot of money, and I think people are
with the fuel crisis at the moment, it's probably going to be a big issue, right?
Get your act together with the fuel crisis.
What I think is we need to prioritise who's going to look after Australians best. And that's who we should vote for. So if you haven't voted yet, consider who's going to look after the future generation.
That's a very poignant statement there, Celeste.
Consider who's going to look after Jordan.
And you know what? And based on this conversation, you can tell why we don't comment on politics.
This is why we stay apolitical.
I'm going to out myself here. I actually didn't know that there was an election until last Sunday when we were at a family birthday and everyone was talking about, like, who's going to win and voting. And I was like, do we have an election coming up? And they were like, next Saturday. And I was like, I didn't know that. So that's how kind of aligned in the whole political sphere I am.
That's good. Yeah. We're very good at contributing.
Yeah, we are.
Just don't watch the news.
No, it's a good. Just tune out. The news is just negative. Anyway, let's get over the negative. Let's move on to the positive. It's the last week of Fringe.
Last weekend.
So much happening for our Fringe.
2 days to go.
Festival this year, and the last week has been a big week. This week I saw a show which was fabulous called Studio 54, Sing for Your Life. It was so good. My dear friend Natalie Irma and her band Love Soul Deep at the Arca Bar on Thursday night. Everybody was having a great old boogie. So all the disco songs.
Well, if it's
the,
at the Arca
70s.
Bar, it has to be a boogie.
It was definitely a boogie.
The
with that huge disco bowl. Fantastic. We saw our friends Claude and Enrico.
Oh, love it. Tune into their show tomorrow, 10:30 a.m.
I think they'll have a big review of that show as well. So that was my fun show this week. Celeste, you saw another great show this week.
I did. I saw History of House, which was honestly, like, really awesome.
It's a good show.
I'm kind of, like, sad to say that I hadn't seen it before. It's been at Fringe for 5 years. This is its last season, the final season that they're doing the show. Yeah. And I hadn't seen it, and I was like, okay, I want to get along to it. So I did Thursday night and had an absolute ball of a time. It was just brilliant. It was Groove Terminator and the Soweto Gospel Choir. And they said that choir does over 300 shows a year.
Wow.
They must fly around everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, my gosh. Imagine doing that. Can we just quit our jobs and be a choir?
Can we just,
do you know what? Anyone would hire us?
I feel like people would hear us sing and be like, guys, it's been real, but you can go back to your radio show now.
Maybe we'll do that as a segment on the coming shows. Maybe we should try and revamp the old Two Brunettes and a Gay. Like, I was thinking, I actually had a dream about this. This is weird, right? It's complete, like, left of centre. But I had a dream that we could get on air and try and sing some of the songs we used to sing together without having practiced them. And see if they were good or if they were terrible.
Oh, they're going to be so bad.
God, that would sound shocking. I don't think we could put that on the podcast.
I don't know. Stay tuned for that if it happens.
Also, we will just, like, a shout out to your partner, Brent, Deanna. He celebrated his birthday this week.
He did, yes. Happy birthday, darling. He's getting a year older. 36. He's still younger than me.
He's a DILF now.
He's DILF now. That's right. Yes. Yes. Happy birthday.
Actually, can we talk about AI for a second? Because there was
that took a turn.
There was a picture that Brent posted. Actually, Jake posted it of Brent. And I actually thought that Brent had a dinosaur-themed birthday party. Because there's this picture that got posted on socials of Brent in like a Tyrannosaurus Rex costume.
Like a blow-up costume.
A blow-up head thing.
No, it was a full costume.
Was it?
It was a full costume.
Full dinosaur.
But the thing was, it was AI.
Was.
That is how good AI is these days.
You know what? You were one of many people that sent Brent a message to say, like, I love that you celebrated your birthday like a kid as like a dinosaur. And he was like, I did. And for those of you playing at home, the picture was like Brent's face sitting in front of his birthday cake, like his body, but his face was out and the rest of his body was covered by a Tyrannosaurus Rex costume.
Yeah.
And people thought it was real. And he got so many messages.
It looked super real. So real.
It looked so real.
That was funny.
But
AI, tell you.
Yeah. No, absolutely wasn't real. Although it kind of gets you to thinking now we could kind of celebrate things, take photos and have people, like if people are like, oh, why didn't I get invited? Be like, oh, it was AI. Like it's not real.
Oh, you're onto something, Celeste. I love that.
Could you imagine?
You heard it here first on Two Brunettes and a Gay. Absolutely, we could definitely do that.
We could absolutely do that. Now, we've got a big show coming up for you today. First of all, Aaron, you're going to talk to us about your husband, Mark, again, and the fact that we are getting more and more information as the days come along that he, in fact, is not gay.
It's scary. It's super scary.
So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be talking about some friends that do some questionable things. And we've got a couple of great Fringe interviews for you today, including the F-Boys and Serviced. We're going to be chatting to both of them about their shows before Fringe wraps up this week. So lots of big things coming up for you in today's show. Stay with us and we'll be back with you after this break.
Pour yourself another Bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break.
Now, I've got even more evidence to prove that my husband, I think, is actually straight.
Now, I need to ask, before we get into it, is your husband listening?
He never listens to the show. Are you kidding?
So we could go ham.
He's the most unsupportive husband when it comes to the radio. He never listens.
Oh, you heard it here first.
However, his mum tunes in every week. So shout out to Mo. We love you, Mo. Thanks for the support. At least
Mo money, no Mark.
Someone in the family's listening in.
Come on, Mark.
But
he doesn't hear that.
But this has been a bit of a continuous case study with Mark, or a GACE study, so to speak.
I like it.
A GACE study. So it was how many months ago? Probably about 12 months ago we started this. So it started with the fact that he wanted to watch football every single weekend, right? And it was just it was the Crows. Just wanted to watch the football just for the Crows. It then ramped up to every single weekend watching the football, no matter which game it was.
Okay.
My dad does that.
Then, to team it, it's the Formula One.
Yeah, on
right?
top.
To team it with that, it's the Formula One on top. So that's two sports.
Yeah.
Formula One, every single Formula One race.
But it was the Formula One for a while first, right?
It's sort of a chicken and egg kind of scenario, right? Because, well, it's sort of, look, he loved the Crows. He always supported the Crows, but it sort of grew from that kind of thing. And then F1 started because he watched Drive to Survive, the documentary.
Okay.
Which everybody watched and then got into Formula One.
I watched half of the first episode and it was the most boring thing I'd ever seen in my life and I never went past that.
No, I never watched it.
Just hearing that makes me not even want to watch it.
Don't.
Like, nothing enticed me about it, and then you just saying that?
Yeah.
Even you can't sit
Didn't
through
do it for me.
Okay.
Didn't do it.
So we've got the AFL, and we've got the Formula One. We've also got the fact that he... Okay, here's the new evidence. He has now bought a season pass to Adelaide Oval to watch every single Crows game in the state live in the flesh. How, like, my mind is just scrambling at the moment to see what gay element is left of my husband.
Okay, so I've got a question. Does he watch for the sport or does he watch for the men?
This is a very good question. So he does like the men, but he actually is really into the sport.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So let me just give you a bit of an example here. So if he was actually into it just for the men, he would be able to watch a game and turn the commentary off.
Right.
He can't turn the commentary off.
So he wants to know at all times what's happening.
I've even tried to have a conversation during the game.
No.
Not allowed to have a conversation now during the game.
No.
Not allowed to have a conversation during the game. So I'm just really scrambling to think like, okay, so he's into sports. He's becoming a little bit more of a bloke.
Yep.
Even in his mannerisms and stuff. I think even the way he dresses now is a bit more blokey.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I'm just thinking, look, I've got to find a way to have a gay intervention.
Okay. I know Mark, and I think that there is some questionable behaviours here.
Yep.
But I will say that I feel like he's maybe not the same with female sports.
He hates female sports.
Which leans into the theory that he watches it for the men.
For the men.
Okay.
Which does kind of support the gay aspect of your relationship.
Yeah, true.
However, the not being able to talk and like having to have the commentary, that's the part that gets me a little bit. I don't know.
See, okay, but like different to what you said, Celeste, most straight men that I know that are into sports don't watch the female sports either.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know, Aaron. For me, it's not looking promising. But I have a proposal here. I think that if any gay men are listening right now who are in the same situation, what we want to ask the question, or if you're listening live or in the podcast, either way, head to our socials and let us know. Are you having the same experience yourself or with a partner? Can gay men just enjoy sports for sports? Because it seems like the opposite of the stereotypical behaviour, but maybe this is a closet gay problem that's out there that many other gay partners are experiencing.
It's not just me.
I feel like the only way for us to get a definitive answer is to get him on a lie detector test.
Ooh.
And I would love to do that live on air and just ask him the real questions. Like ask him, are you actually attracted to Aaron? Are you actually gay? You know what I mean? Do you
really
watch
shatter
the
this
sport
marriage?
Right?
Yeah.
Let's destroy this marriage live on air.
What's left.
Burn the place down.
Maybe we'll get over 1,000 followers if I say that.
I'll do anything for the content, baby. Don't go anywhere.
There's more right after this.
Welcome back to Two Brunettes and a Gay.
Okay, I want to talk about something because this happened again. I'm going to say again to me during the week. And it made me kind of think, like, is this a common occurrence and do we all have this person in our lives? Okay. I got a text message from a friend earlier in the week. Actually, it might have been last week, where I had contacted them to ask them about something.
Yep.
And, like, I had been waiting on a response from them regarding this thing that we were talking about. And I had waited and I hadn't heard back from them. So then I followed it up again and I sent a second text message just to be like, oh, I'm just like following up, making sure everything's okay and whatnot. And then I got a text message back that proceeded to be this really elaborate explanation as to why they hadn't gotten back to me and what had happened. And it's like, this wasn't the story, but it's basically aligned with like, I'm so sorry. Like I was at the beach and then a seagull came and like took my stuff and like flew away with my bag and then dropped it in the ocean and I lost everything. And I'm like, I don't understand. What, like and so because of the like elaborate nature of the story, you know that it's not true, right?
It's a lie.
It's a lie. And so you're like, do you actually think that this sounds believable, number one? And number two, do we just all have that friend that just tells a lot of lies?
Yes.
I am that friend.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not that elaborate.
No, you're more just like, I can't be effed.
Yeah.
I can't be effed. I'm
effed.
staying home and having a wine and watching Madonna.
Yeah.
And you
That
like
sounds
don't care
exactly
about
like me.
anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't care if it's like your wedding. I am just
Okay, I'm going to argue this, right? Because Aaron, we say that about you, but the truth actually is that Aaron really does care
Yeah.
you do.
about people and what they think, number one, and number two, like how he makes them feel.
100%. But I agree with you, Celeste, that I think we all have that one, at least one friend
That lies.
who elaborately lies.
Right?
Yes.
Like, you can lie, but do you have to be that elaborate?
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I guess that is, yes, I definitely have. I think I have more than one friend like that. I can think of two in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am very honest as we all know.
Yeah.
Sometimes too honest for people's, they don't like my abruptness.
Yeah.
But I just feel like right now, for example, with a baby, I'm terrible at getting back to people. And so I literally, I remembered the other day that I hadn't gotten back to a friend who had sent mind you, it's like if you send a really long, voicemail, sometimes it's halfway through Jordan cries and then I stop it and then I forget to go back to it.
Right, okay.
And when I went to reply to the person, I realised it had been 16 days.
Oh, jeez.
Which was terrible. But I didn't lie. I literally just said, I'm so sorry in the middle of your message.
Yeah.
Jordan cried. I put it down and then that was it. Mum brain, it was out.
Yep.
And that's not an excuse, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
Why do some people feel the need to be like you said, the seagull took my bag, they dropped it in the ocean, and then I had to call Surf Life Saving, and then they got a helicopter to go out there and pick up the bag.
It's the elaborate nature
and they
of the
brought it
story.
back to me, but then the phone wasn't working, and so then, because of my special type of phone, I had to send it all the way to Sydney before they freighted it back, and you're like, no, we don't need...
Also, though, okay, because, we'll be honest here. I have, told little white... I don't lie about big things, but,
Yeah.
we always tell little white lies about certain things and be
Yeah.
like, oh, my God, yes, I totally forgot that. And you're like, I didn't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, we all do that. That's normal life.
Yeah.
Right? But do you ever sometimes think to yourself when you're explaining, and the story is true...
Yeah.
You're like, this sounds like a lie, and this person thinks I'm lying?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes when it does happen and you're like, oh my God, I'm actually telling the truth, but this sounds elaborate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It does.
It sounds more like a lie.
So you're saying you haven't got confirmation that this is a lie, but this is a recurring theme with this friend.
It's just, yes, one particular friend that I have that you're like, everything is elaborate and everything has this big long-winded explanation as to what actually happened, and you're like... I feel like that's not true.
Do you think she put the line to ChatGPT and asked it
I feel like people
make it defensible?
could maybe and it would probably give you a better lie than the ones maybe some people come up with. I don't know.
Oh my God, that would be so funny. Why don't we all do a challenge where it's for the next week, every time you need to make up an excuse, ask ChatGPT to come up with something that is really hard to believe and send it to your friends and see what the reaction is.
Yes.
See if any friends are your real friends and they'll call you out on it.
Well, I'm going to do that for your birthday next week. So.
Excellent. So stay tuned for that. Can't wait.
Pour yourself another Bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break.
Now I get to do the talking. Yay. Well, exciting. I feel
been a
like
while.
it's been a while since I've actually, because Celeste has been taking care of this for me each week, because
Taking care of business.
TCB.
I've been rushing because I've had the little one and haven't done any prep. But today...
That's no excuse.
Yeah, well, it is actually. Either which way, it doesn't matter.
I love that sound in the background.
It sounds like a mouse.
I know.
Or like a toy
Kid's
being
toy.
stepped on. Yes, it
So
does.
you're going to say mouse being stepped on.
That's horrible, isn't it? I was going to say it's like a mouse making a noise.
Yeah,
But anyway, I
and
wasn't
squeaky.
going that dark, Aaron.
Yeah.
Way to make it uncomfortable.
You know my sense of humor. You know my black soul.
Yes, we do. It is time for something new this week. We are going to do deal breakers. Deal or no?
Did you have to think
deal
about
or no
that?
deal breakers? No, I had to deal. Well, I had to.
She had to deal with it.
Specifically. Let me get it out. We're specifically doing relationship deal breakers today because of Aaron's little, dilemma earlier in the show.
My gay study.
Yes. If you weren't listening earlier, go back and listen on the podcast.
If you weren't listening earlier, moral of the story is that Mark's straight.
Yeah. Look,
Mark is his husband.
it's a bit of a worry.
And
It's a bit of a worry.
So basically, you are married to a not gay man.
Basically, I'm a woman.
Basically. A lot has happened in the last hour. So
He's only been a woman in the last hour.
so this is now for both of you, deal or no deal breaker
Yep.
when it comes to relationships.
Okay.
Let's see what you both think. Okay. These are the relationship deal breakers. Love watching sports on TV.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker.
I think we've already established
Yeah.
that one. Okay, good.
Kick him to the curb.
Goes to bed super early, like 9 p.m.
Oh, no, I go to bed at 9 p.m.
Oh my God, I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I am the deal breaker.
Right.
No, I think, nah, that's not a deal breaker.
No.
What if
Jake and I tend to go to bed at the same time. I think the deal breaker would be if he was the type to stay up until midnight.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Or later.
go to bed and get some beauty sleep.
Really? What if
Get your act together.
Get your act
Sleep.
together with the sleep.
What if they wouldn't go to bed, like, even if it's like you're out and they're like, no, bedtime is 9 p.m.
Nah, then that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
That's
What if it's like a religious
that's
thing?
control.
You know?
That's controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, have a bit of fun.
I feel like, Celeste, you're going to have something to say about this. Is always late, but is super relaxed about it.
Is it a deal breaker? Probably not a deal breaker, but would I, like, get up in arms? Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, deal breaker.
Deal breaker. Yeah, because you both...
I'm very on time.
Punctual. We're both punctual people.
Yeah, we are punctual people.
Has to plan everything in advance.
That's me.
That's me too.
Jake, is it a deal breaker?
This is the thing. I'm actually the opposite in all of these conversations. Like, you
Jake
two
would be
are
listening to
actually-
this and he'd be like, deal breaker.
Do you know what's crap is I used to have no life and I didn't need to have a planner and now I have a planner.
Would you
It's crazy.
change it, though? Would you change it and going back to being boring and by yourself?
Yes.
Right now.
Aaron, I feel like this one's for you.
Okay.
Doesn't drink much or at all.
Oh, deal breaker.
That is no, because they'd be completely different people. Aaron couldn't be with like a straight edge.
I don't trust people that don't drink. You know me.
You say that all the time. I don't trust someone that doesn't drink.
I actually have a girlfriend in this situation. She's like, loves to, she's not like
Get on it.
She's not like an Aaron level drinker.
Yeah.
Get sourced.
No one is an Aaron.
But she likes to go out and have a few wines, and her partner is straight edge. And it's a constant pain point
Yes.
in relationships.
Oh, I'm trying to think who this is. Name and shame. Name and shame.
Nah, not naming and shaming. I'll tell you off air. Oh.
Hey.
That person's like, thanks for keeping my business.
Yeah, I don't know if she's listening, but if you're not listening, well,
Go have a drink.
maybe you're an acquaintance now. Okay. Doesn't like pets.
Deal breaker.
Oh, deal breaker, yeah. If you don't like pets, like, what's wrong with you?
Actually, I retract that statement because I don't like cats. So fair enough. If they don't like pets of a
Yeah, I
certain
feel like
variety.
it actually does need to be more like it doesn't like cats or dogs, depending on the type of person you are.
Well, what if you've got a budgie or something?
Well, we're all dog people in here.
But is it a
we
deal
are dogs.
breaker? Like, if you started dating someone that ticked all your boxes and then you were like, oh, they've got a budgie, would you break up with them over it?
Probably.
You're shallow.
I don't know. It's pretty gross to have a bird in the house.
You're
Anyway.
as shallow as a kid's pool.
This one is a deal breaker for me. Needs background noise 24/7. Like the TV or
yeah,
the
I don't
radio
like it.
always on.
That's Aaron.
That is me.
Is it? That's so annoying.
I don't like silence. I don't like to hear my own thoughts.
Yeah, that
they're
says
pretty
something
bad.
about you, Aaron. That says something about you. No, I don't like background noise all the time. I don't mind it sometimes, but I don't like it all the time.
Yeah, I agree. All right, last one. Watches TV shows that you've been watching together without you.
Oh, deal breaker.
Yeah, 100% a deal breaker.
Yeah.
There is an unwritten agreement basically between a couple watching a TV show that they're watching together.
Yep.
You do not watch the next episode without your partner.
100%.
Can
I agree.
can I make a confession?
You do
I
that.
do that to Brent all the time.
Oh,
Why?
Because I want to see what happens next.
Really?
And he's always doing something.
Oh my
So
God.
wait, is he in the house and he's aware that you're watching it without him, or you watch it when he's not home?
Both.
So what? Poor Brent's like looking after poor Jordan, like and you're sitting down
Yeah, he
there
might
watching
like
his
go
favorite.
make me a cup of tea or something. Just keep watching.
That's
Oh.
terrible. What are you guys watching?
Oh, I don't know, like whatever. Usually I select it anyway, and he's like, I don't want to watch that, and then he gets so invested in it, and then by the end, I was like, you didn't want to watch it to begin with, and
Yep.
now you want me to wait for you?
Yeah.
Can I just say, this is the first time I've really heard you invested in watching a TV show. You're
Oh,
not that
you know,
kind of
it's-
person normally.
I don't know about you guys, but I always go back to watching like the same things that we
Yep.
watched when we were younger. So it's like
Amen.
Friends,
Yep.
Will and
Yes.
Grace,
Yes.
One Tree
Yeah.
Hill at the moment.
Oh,
revisiting
comfort
that.
shows.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
speaking of, I wanted to start watching Will and Grace again this weekend.
Yeah.
And to rent the series on, I don't know why I'm telling you this, to rent the series on Prime was $149 to
I've
rent
got it for free.
you
What Prime do you have?
Prime Video.
I don't know.
Are
Maybe.
you serious? I have it on Stan. I pay for Stan and it's on Stan for free.
No, okay, I have to try and find it for free because it was like buy all 8 series, $149. What? I'm not buying the box set.
Well, this has just been really key information to end the show with,
That
Celeste.
is
I'm
pipe
glad.
and smoke it.
Chuck it in the podcast.
There you go. All right. Well, there you go. That was our first edition of Relationship Deal or No Deal.
Now, speaking of deal or no deal, remember to go out and vote today because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a deal breaker. You'll get a fine if you don't.
Yes. Yeah, you'll be in big trouble if you don't do that.
And if you're listening on the podcast,
Absolutely.
you've missed your chance.
Last
if you listening on the podcast and you've realised you didn't vote, get your act together.
Get your act together with your votes.
With your ballots. By the way, last show in our Fringe series for another year. Woo! As of next week, no more Fringe interviews, and actually no Two Brunettes and a Gay because we're having a week off next week for Celeste's birthday.
Yes.
We are. We're not having the week off for my birthday, but there is a live broadcast which we won't be in attendance at. So definitely still stay tuned in because the radio will still be carrying on with a very special live broadcast show. But it's my birthday, so we're going to be celebrating because I'm turning, I don't want to say it.
Say
you're finally, you hit the halfway mark.
35. Oh my God. It's all downhill from here, Celeste.
Yeah. I know. And then I think that you're turning 40 next month, Aaron, and I don't feel so bad.
I can't believe we're not all going to be 30-something anymore.
We can't say
you're
40-something.
40-something.
God, this is a bum note to finish the show on.
Take 30-somethings out of our blog.
Jeez, God, just, ugh.
All right. Well, if you want to...
If you're feeling depressed.
If you're feeling depressed, just listen to Aaron.
Just listen to me. I mean, you know, I'm
He's a
40.
prime example of what happens at 40.
I feel great now.
If you've been listening live and you want to catch us on the podcast, he's actually depressed. It's really funny. You can catch us on all your major podcasting platforms. And, of course, if you've been catching us on the podcast and you want to tune in live, 11 a.m. every Saturday, Radio Italia Uno, 87.6 FM. And if you haven't already, head to Instagram and TikTok, give us a like and a follow. And help us. We're very close to our next milestone of followers.
You can get us over the line.
You can get us over the... Your follow means the world to us.
Your follow is a really simple milestone for us.
That's how basic we are.
Now, have a fabulous week, and we'll see you
next Saturday.
Not really.
Hey everyone, it's Deanna, Celeste and Aaron here, or as you know us, your Two Brunettes and a Gay.
Join the weekend happy hour at a new day and time every Saturday at 11 a.m.
So pour your mimosa for the most fabulous bottomless brunch in town.
Only on Saturdays at 87.6 FM, Radio Italia Uno.